Hello and welcome to the Imago Nutrition Podcast. I am Danielle Glesney, a dietitian, and we are here to answer your questions and give practical nutrition strategies to help you and your family flourish. If meal planning is a big stressor for you, maybe you want to cook more at home, but you don't feel like you have the time or know what to cook, then this episode is for you. I have recently come across a tool for patient-centered weight management, and this tool by Dr. Robert Kushner has a scientifically validated questionnaire to help people identify their areas of needed growth. In working with clients for as long as I have identified these areas of growth as well. But I think the way that he does the questionnaire and even just titles the different areas help people to self-identify and kind of identify the area that you want to focus on first and, get started right away. So here are the areas that I've also seen as well, but his titles, Dr. Robert Kushner's titles, are convenient diner, which we'll talk about today, fast pacer, easily enticed eater, exercise struggler, self-critic, and all or nothing doer. Now, I just want to make aware that, I mentioned that you could have these areas of struggle and not necessarily struggle with your weight. So these are areas of struggle for so many people, no matter their health goals or their health status. And you can have more than one, and you'll see how some of them are interwoven. You can see that a couple of them are, more food-based, a couple of them are mental, mentality-based, and then, of course, there's the exercise struggler, so that's talking about physical activity. But some characteristics of a convenient diner are lacking structure in planning meals from day to day. At times, eating can be an afterthought, needing to rely on convenience foods. And a convenient diner, like I mentioned, may or may not struggle with their weight. Working on these areas can improve the nutrients in your body, though. Increase fiber intake, lower saturated fat, and sodium intake. So those convenience type foods are low in fiber, they're higher in saturated fat, and they're higher in sodium. And of course, just lower in nutrients in general because they are processed foods. So let's just see if this resonates with you a little bit more. So does this sound like you? So maybe you skip meals because it's easier to just keep working or moving on with your day. Skipping meals has been shown to decrease the ability to have portion control. Skipping meals can decrease your ability to get the nutrients your body needs, such as getting enough protein and fiber and vitamins and minerals. As you can tell, just like obviously if you're eating 3 meals a day versus 1 meal or 2 meals, you're lacking opportunity to get the protein, fiber, and vitamins and minerals that your body needs. And then lastly, skipping meals can decrease your awareness of your appetite when we just keep pushing through or stress is taking over our day. Then we're not aware of our appetite until we're starving and then we're lacking portion control. So it just decreases your ability to listen to your body and practice mindful eating habits, which is the goal because we don't want to, have to be tracking the rest of our life or measuring and things like that. We want to be able to listen to our appetite and be in tune with our body of stopping when we're feeling satisfied versus full. So maybe that's not you. Maybe you don't skip meals, but maybe half or more of your meals are on the go. It could be food from home, not like saying all of your meals are out at a restaurant, but grabbing things from home or from the gas station or any type of restaurant and eating in the car or eating at your desk. And you can see right here that it bleeds into that fast pacer category. But we're not going to talk about that today. Stay tuned and hopefully we'll get to that another time. But yes, often these two categories go hand in hand, a fast pacer and a convenient diner. Um, Maybe this is you if you don't like to cook or feel confident in the kitchen. So maybe you're not you don't have a tight schedule, but you just don't really enjoy cooking or don't feel confident in the kitchen. So as you can see, the convenient diner has different reasons behind why you might fall into this category. So it would be really beneficial to foster change if you kind of figure out where the root cause is. So is it lack of structure, or is it fast pacer? Is it lack of confidence or lack of cooking skills? Or it could be actually just not recognizing the importance of cooking. So I was studying recently just behavior change models, and sometimes behavior change starts with just recognizing the importance or need. If we don't value cooking, then why would we have any interest in working on that? So I just wanted to give a little heads up. This is from a previous episode, just a refresher more so, of why cooking at home is better no matter what you are cooking. So one is you're in control of the ingredients, which can help with dietary restrictions like allergies or celiac disease, but you can adjust for your taste preferences. And you can, most importantly, control the sodium and added sugar and fat, etc. So one is just being in control of the ingredients. Two, you can better manage your weight because no matter what your convenient choice is, it is about taste. So they are adding fat and sodium. And if it's all about taste, that doesn't necessarily mean it's nourishing our body. So it's not just better managing your weight, but it's better at managing your health. And then on top of that, when we do have these convenience foods over and over again, our taste buds adapt to that, and meaning we start to prefer higher sodium or higher sugar or higher fat. So that makes it even harder to make changes. So that one kind of goes hand in hand. Another one is you eat more variety when you're eating at home. Restaurants tend to use roughly the same vegetables. I think the ones I see most often are broccoli, zucchini, sometimes green beans, sometimes peppers and onions, but that's about it. Maybe you go to more exotic restaurants. I don't go out very often. But yes, you are going to lack variety. Restaurants don't often provide, more complex grains like farro, or they do start to provide quinoa, but farro and barley, I don't think I've ever seen those in a restaurant per se. And then cooking also is associated with stress relief, creativity, and feelings of positivity. So it's actually improving not just the physical aspect of our body, but mentally. It allows us to connect with our family or our friends, so it provides community. In some countries, dietary guidelines actually stress the importance of cooking just for the community aspect. Just at church yesterday, we were talking about how it's not good to be alone. We are designed to be in community, and food is an important aspect sometimes of bringing people together. Lastly, getting in the kitchen frequently builds confidence and learning. And just, again, the sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. It uses the right side of your brain that sparks creativity, which we may not get to use as often in our lives, especially if you are not, naturally gifted in that area. So in sum, cooking gives us a variety and equals more nutrients to your body. It decreases your calories, fat, sodium, and added sugar. And then also it saves you money and it's good for your brain. So let's get back, because this episode is about practical strategies. So I'm going to give you one practical tip, and it's so simple that you're probably not going to believe me that it works. but I just dare you to try it. Okay, so you can try it the next time you go to the grocery store. This was super, super helpful for one of my clients. She just saw an immediate improvement in being able to cook meals at home. So here is the strategy. Here is the tip. Buy more at the grocery store. I know that sounds so simple, but buying more at the grocery store means you'll have those foods in your house readily available, and that means you're more likely to eat them. Obviously, we've talked about before making them highly visible, so putting the fruits and veggies on the counter, on the top of the refrigerator, on the top of your freezer space so that you can see those first. Cutting them right away when you get home from the grocery store, or buying them pre-cut if you're short on time. So one, it just means that it's going to be readily available to you of why this tip works. And then also, people are motivated to avoid negative experiences. So negative experiences might be that you're going to waste money if you don't use the food that you just purchased. And then also wasting time with multiple trips back and forth. Honestly, I started doing this, I don't remember how long ago it was, but I kind of picked a number. So every time I go to the grocery store, no matter how many or how few of items I need, I get enough for 4 dinner meals. Okay, so I could have like 2 dinner meals already planned, ready to go still, but I just get 4 more. One, because I utilize my freezer very well, and I don't let food go to waste. And then 2, it just gets you, it does take the, time to plan. So that's why this tip has just one little thing that's going to help you get closer to planning and thinking ahead. So you have to think, okay, what does my week look like? And which meals does Wednesday needs to be faster? And Monday I can have a little extra time to do something on my lunch break, or, there's multiple ways to plan ahead or think ahead. This tip may not work for you if, one, you don't know what to cook. So that's an issue that this tip does not address. 2, you still don't feel confident in your cooking skills or don't have cooking skills. Or 3, you don't feel like you have enough time. And that kind of, like I said, bleeds into that fast-paced or tendencies where additional strategies are needed. So, did you know that you can meet with me about these 3 things? You do not have to have a weight loss goal or a specific health concern to meet with a dietitian. I know many people struggle to understand what I do. I don't just hand simple menus, I promise. So, this tip can really work more so if you have confidence in cooking. You just maybe are struggling because sometimes you just don't have enough food, and then you're going back and forth, you're wasting time and not thinking ahead. So this tip is going to help just get you in the habit of thinking ahead. So every time, pick a number. Maybe 4 is too overwhelming, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not enough. You just need to think about 5 meals. But pick a number, get started, and just buy more at the grocery store. And if you'd like help on knowing what to cook, what to buy, you can also schedule like a grocery store tour with us. Again, you do not need a specific weight management goal or specific health concern. We are here to help. So if we can help, go ahead and contact us at www.imagonutrition.com. That's imagonutrition.com. And if this episode has been helpful, please subscribe, leave a review, or share with a friend. And then you can always follow us on socials at Imago, I-M-A-G-O Nutrition. We just always want to thank our band Happy Pill for our theme song, Thinkin Bout Food. Have a good day.